Welcome in, everybody. A very, very important update. I want to go over real quickly what you have to look forward to when I start this after the intro. First off, we need to go over XRP as it hovers right at about the 3658 level, a very, very important level that it's under right now. We need to go over the CPI that's going to be released tomorrow, and I'm going to show you what the CPI stands for with the Consumer Price Index and what it actually means. We're going to go over the BUSD, the Binance coin, the stable coin, which Pax has been told that they can't mint anymore. And I talked about this back in September, and I'm going to bring the very thing I talked about back in September, and we're going to shed it back into light, how they auto-converted your USD, your TUSD, and I believe USDT, there might have been one other one, into BUSD automatically, which is their stable coin. And I'm going to show you how they single-handedly screwed you over if you don't understand how this works. So, once again, get your stuff off of Binance. No more excuses. I've been telling you this for a long time. This is about to hit the fan, and this could be another catastrophic event for crypto. You are not going to want to leave, because what I'm going to show you is going to blow your fucking mind again, but I'm also going to teach you as we go along. Make sure to hit that like button too, so that we can get pushed through the analytics here, as it's very, very hard for me to push through the analytics, but you can help me just by hitting that like button very quickly when I release these videos. Good evening. It's Monday, February 13th, 2023 at 8:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So what we need to go over, a lot of very important things. We got to go over the CPI, what that entails. We got to look at XRP. We got to make sure what's going on here with the DXY. And also we need to look at some of the breaking news today, with BUSD, Paxos being told they can't mint any more of the stablecoin. So make sure you pay attention to this in this update. I'm going to explain to you exactly what everything is. But I think we should start out first with the BUSD news. Because if you have stuff on Binance, for the love of God, if you haven't listened to me for the last 6 fucking months, the last year, the last 3 months especially, or 4 months since September, please get your stuff out of there while you can. For me. There's a lot of other exchanges. Binance is not the end-all, be-all. In fact, I think there's a big scam going on, and a Ponzi scheme with the BUSD coin, not unlike what you've seen with the TUSD, which was the Terra. Not the, I'm not talking about Tezos, or I'm not talking about Tron. I'm talking about Terra Luna. What they did with Luna. The UT. So it was basically the Universal Terra, or the Terra stablecoin. And then it collapsed and imploded. So, first things first. What the hell is BUSD? Well, I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we're going to talk about what I'm talking about, because this is very, very urgent. So real quick, the BUSD stands for Binance USD, which is a stablecoin issued by Binance, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. Each BUSD token is pegged to the value of $1 and can be used for trading and transactions on the Binance platform, as well as for other purposes such as payments and remittances. So now that you understand what that is, now let's take a look at what they said on, let's see when this was, on February 22nd, 2023. So, what is this crap? That's not what I wanted. So here we go. This was back on, I was going to say, that doesn't make any sense. So this was back on September 5th. So Binance to auto-convert USDC, USDP, TUSD to BUSD, Binance USD. So in order to enhance liquidity and capital efficiency for users, Binance is introducing BUSD auto conversion for users. Existing balances and new deposits of USDC, USDP and TUSD stablecoins at a 1-to-1 ratio with effect from, will go into effect from September 29, 2022. Users will trade with a consolidated BUSD balance on the Binance platform that reflects their balances of these 4 stablecoins. BUSD, USDC, USDP, and TUSD post-conversion. So here's the asset conversion. So existing USDC, USDP, TUSD balances in their account will automatically convert to BUSD. So you ask, why is this important? Well, that's what they're auto-converting. Now, look what happens today. Paxos, a regulator orders crypto firm Paxos to stop issuing Binance stablecoin. So my whole thing back then was, this was a whole Ponzi scheme. They didn't have enough money to back their user funds one-to-one. So they auto-converted to their own stablecoin, their Binance stablecoin, BUSD, and they were going to print, thanks to Paxos, a bunch of, just a bunch of capital that wasn't there. Then I said that's the same thing Luna did, and in a few months, mark my words, this is going to do exactly what Luna did, and they're going to not be able to print it anymore, and it's all going to go belly up. And look what's happening. This is exactly what I warned about, and this is exactly what I theorized was going to happen several months ago. I wish I knew the exact episode, but if somebody could deep dive for me, if you ever bring me the information I give you, I'll send you 150 XRP on the spot. So if anybody can find that update, and you can send it to me, I'll make it worth your time. But I do a lot of updates. Anyhow, this is a big conspiracy that just went on, and I hope you're following what I've been telling you month after month after month, because this is exactly what I theorized was going to happen. And I said, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats. Because this is the same shit we seen with Luna, and I said it then and I'll say it now. Take your money out of Binance while you can. If Paxos was ordered to stop minting the BUSD, I have theorized for long that Binance cannot match, much like the gold reserves in the US vaults. They can't back the US dollar one-to-one. I don't think Binance can back user funds one-to-one. That's why they had to transfer all the funds that were left, that they hadn't lost, with their staking and whatever the hell else they do with the money. They had to switch it into their Binance token that was printed by Paxos. So they were minting them money, much like USDT gets printed out of thin air because it's not a one-to-one backing, and that'll fall soon. So make sure you pay attention to that. So you don't have your money in USDT on exchanges, but it's in USDC. So I know that's a lot to take in, but it's absolutely necessary for you to understand and know what I know. Because I need to let you know what I know. Because I don't hide behind paywalls on this channel. I have to let the information fly. So if you get a 25-minute update sometimes, so fucking be it. And you should embrace every single minute of it. And like a wise man once said, the 10% that'll ridicule you will ridicule you for anything. The 10% that will like you no matter what you do. It's the 80% that don't say anything that you need to focus on. Because the other 20%, it doesn't matter what you do, they've already have a predetermined mindset. Took me a long time to get there, folks. DXY, 103 spot 212. We broke below the uptrending support that we would have liked to hold on to, but the overcatch here is the 20-day. We're not looking bad. It looks like we're in somewhat of a little bull flag here, if you ask me. So we'll see if we can come up here. I would really like to see, even if we got rejected, I would have liked to have seen us come up here to this 104 spot 285, so we knew some kind of topping was happening, but we came up to a cup and handle. We certainly don't want to fail this, so we want to hold the 200-day at 103 spot 168. But it's a totally normal retracement here. But the crazy thing is as that started coming down a little bit, look what happened to crypto. The total crypto market cap now is starting to, it's starting to turn down here a little bit. It's down to 956.8 billion right now. And it came right down to our 940 billion, which I told everybody earlier today on the morning update that that's where we're going. Even if we were going to continue moving on, we're going to come down and touch that. My levels are impeccable. Even if you don't agree with my terminology, the levels are impeccable. So if you watch, and I'm not trying to be big-headed, I'm just saying every single day we work together. So because of some of the help in the Telegram, because of the help you guys give me in the comments, and because of the knowledge I have, I'm able to build exactly what you see in front of you. We also need to get back down, though, because that's if we hold that. You see we've held the 940 so far, so we'll see, or the 940, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because as of right now, we had a nice little rebound real quickly. But, this is just pretty much would be a retest now at about 960 on that 200-day in the 4-hour time frame. Now, we go into XRP, and I've got many different charts, but I want to start with the XRP USDTP chart, which, when you look at this, it's in a much broader descending triangle, which goes back a very long time. And we show this chart from time to time, but this is the broader pattern that if we were to drop the hammer This is the pattern that really gets you down to this 14.2. But that's after we break down. And the only reason I show you this is because that's what we're building to in the grand scheme. But now we go into a more immediate future, the immediate short term here. So I just showed you the overall grand, huge descending triangle that looks like it's in. But now we break this down into different levels here. So I've long said that this could be forming into a descending triangle. Some say it's a broadening wedge, which I can see it, but I think it's building into something bigger. So we'll see. We never got our confirmation on the downtrending resistance here or here. But what we could do is prove this downtrending support very bearish and get rejected at the 366 level approximately. And as you can see right now, we're sitting at the 3655. If we got rejected here, this would be a monumental rejection here. And then you would have the death line, as Chris likes to call it, in the Telegram especially. So I like to give him credit on here when I say it, because he's got that drilled into my head, the death line term. But that's at, for me, the 0.3605. I think his is within a fraction of a tenth of a hundredth of a penny. So we were almost dead even on that level. So I feel pretty good about that. So the overextension on both of ours would be at the 36 cents. So you do not want to lose 36 cents. That's the point. You don't want to lose 36 cents. And this looks like it's on another bear flag. Look at, we step down, step down. Is it going to do it again? If it steps down again, we might be facing this 344 level approximately. XRP's in dire strait, folks. We need to get back over 366. Don't underestimate the 3605 level, because if we break that and ultimately that 36 cents, oh boy. Oh boy. Woo, I'll lose my head. Oh boy. But that's what would happen. Lost my hat. It's going to get hot. But that's what, we're in some trouble here. The other thing that we need to pay attention with XRP in the monthly is XRP is hindering on disaster here. If we have this bearish cross, got the 20 approaching very quickly to the 50. If we have that bearish cross, that could mean that a death cross is in the future. And that would mean when the 20 crosses the 200. That would be a serious reversal here and a confirmation that we got to go lower. And it scares me because when you look at the monthly, that is a gigantic fucking bear flag. That could certainly pull us down to some unwanted scene levels or unseen levels for some time. We certainly could break this 2020 uptrend that we're on right now. And that would be broken at approximately the 0.333 level. Then you could come down to the 2017 uptrend, which is at approximately the 18.328 level. Actually, no, we like to say the 18.8 level we like to say, because we're saying it probably would take a little bit longer to get in here. And then you got the 2013 uptrend that's all the way down at like the 002 level. So folks, it can get very dicey based on what uptrend we're going to decide to hold here. We already look awful in the weekly. Awful. We've already had a bearish divergence. You can call it a death cross. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. But it's happened in the weekly. That death cross has already happened. The 20 long ago crossed the 50. And now we're being rejected by that 20 that crossed the 50 so long ago. So you better hope to God, if you want this to go up, that 386 doesn't hold first of all. And it somehow musters up enough courage to get back over that 434 level immediately. Or the 432 we like to call it in my community. You better hope it gets up above that level if you don't want this to catastrophically collapse. Now, the CPI comes out tomorrow. Well, Tom, what the hell is the CPI? And I get this asked all the time. I'm glad you asked again. I'm going to show you. Hit that like button, okay? A lot of information being shared. Hit the like button for old Tom. So the CPI stands for Consumer Price Index, which is a measure of the average change in the prices of goods and services that consumers buy over time. It is often used as an indicator of inflation and is calculated and reported by the government in many countries. And why are we so worried about inflation? Well, when you buy stuff on the shelves at the grocery store, when you pay your rent, when you see the interest rates on your credit card, these are all factors that can be hindered, hurt, or helped by, oh yes, that very inflation we just spoke of. So, what we have to look forward to tomorrow is we're going to see the report for January. And my speculation is that it's going to be a horrible report. Unlike December and November and January when they read the reports and it looked like it was cooling off. Inflation wasn't cooling off, folks. All they were doing was giving you some hyper bullshit that was too high. They'll read you some false numbers, will strip food and energy. Here's the deal, folks. They always say minus food and energy. Which one of you on this planet live without food, first of all? None of us. None of us. We all have to eat food. We're not hunter and gatherers anymore. We are slouches who go to the store. We have to call it for what it is. I'm the same way. Modern luxury. I can go out and kill my own food and fish. But modern convenience has forced me to be a slave. So once we face the facts of what we are and where we're at, we can approach it properly. That's why we do what we do in this community through crypto, but also through the stacking silver and buying your gold when necessary. But stacking silver when the ratio is 80 to 1 or greater. There's a reason why we have real money on deck. Crypto, because in the future we're going to need it because that's how we're running the new financial system. And also cash because you have to have it to burn. Even though it's shit, when it's overinflated, you use it to buy your underinflated crypto when it tanks, but most importantly your precious metals when they tank. Because it's a direct correlation with the US dollar. The US dollar goes up, the value of gold and silver doesn't go down, folks. It just looks like it when you use the US dollar. Around the world, in many places, it's at record highs, all-time highs, so don't be fooled. So, what's the point here? The point is you're getting the wool pulled over your eyes and you're being manipulated. The fact that anybody will promote Binance still is a mind boggle and a mind fuck to me. The fact that anybody will tell you that we're still in a bull market, have we all forgotten about the 50% retracement after a huge drop out the bottom? Like, let's break back up 50% to prove we're out of that bear market. I mean, come on now. After an 80% drop, you can't just come up 20% and say, oh, the bull market started, and we're still down more than 60%. I mean, we want to tell some truths here because we want to learn. We want to make money. We want to buy at the appropriate times. We don't want to be buying when everybody says we're... Like, do you know how many people said XRP wasn't coming back down below 40 cents? Insert your favorite fucking crypto YouTuber here. It is what it is. So, I understand if you don't want to hit the like button. I understand if you don't want to join Tom's army. Pay it forward. Join the revolution. I even understand if you don't want to pay spot fees on the exchanges that I use, like MEXC and BitGet. MEXC in the USA, especially with no VPN. But what I don't understand is why we continue to listen to these same people who continue to lie to you. Do you know many of you bitched, pissed, and moaned when it got up to 43.5, 44 cents? Because everybody said it was going to the moon and you were mad at me because I'm telling you it's not ready to go to all-time highs yet. In fact, right when we hit these resistance levels, possibly 432 or 446, we're going right back down. Or 442, I think it was. It is what it is. If we understand what's happening in this environment, the person's not going to lead you astray. That's why I talk about Gregory Mannarino. I tell you to go watch Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Because they talk about things on a daily basis, but they're not giving you the bullshit. Do you know how many people that I've watched that all of a sudden started spewing some nonsense? People that I like to watch, and then all of a sudden they're telling you to buy this shit coin, or telling you to use this program. Like, what the hell's going on? No, tell me what's going on the chart. Tell me what's going on in the crypto environment. Tell me what exchanges I need to worry about. And for the love of God, don't squeeze my balls off and promote some garbage that all that's happening is you're having a passive income. Spare me your passive income bullshit. We're trying to make a change for not just us, for generations to come. And if you stick with me, it's this simple. We're in such a good spot right now because we made massive amounts of money in 2021. We haven't lost dick. We haven't lost nothing. We're repositioning right now. And it's right before your very eyes. Once again, XRP's at 36.62. Have you started buying? Are you waiting for sub 20? Do you have a plan? Because I highly encourage you, even if you want that sub 20, if you see it sub 30, don't hesitate to buy some. XRP is something that's changing everything. And not because there's not other ISO coins, because I believe XRP is going to have to be the basket for all crypto when all these regulations happen. So it's the liquidity pool. So without XRP, you can't send your algo in this scenario for USD. Or let's just say you're in some country where I'm sending you money. I'm sending you the US dollar in XRP or in algo, but I'm sending it to you in, let's just say, Iraq. And you can't convert to their Iraqi dollar. I don't know what the hell theirs is. I don't remember. So the only way to send it to your native currency in Iraq would be to sell your algo into XRP and then convert your XRP into your native Iraqi dollar. Because XRP is going to be tied to the banks around the world. So you have to look one step deeper. If they're tied to the banks around the world, well, they're going to be your new money for, your money system if we're going digital. Not the only system, but it's going to be a means outside of the government stablecoin, because most likely JP Morgan's going to have the JPM coin. He's already been approved for his fucking wallet, so we have to accept it for what it is. But you're going to have your alternative to the government. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I hope this update made sense. Once again, XRP's at 3666. It's broke up just a tiny bit since we started. But XRP, we need it to break and stay over. And this is very key that you understand this. We need XRP to be above this downtrending support line, at worst at the 366 level. Stay blessed, everybody. Video description below for all of my information.